entertainment. Uh, but before we move ahead, are you ready? Yes. Say yes, sir. Yes. All right, but this time around you have to make a fist, please. Make a fist and hold it very, very tight. Hold it very tight and try to feel the energy inside. And you may create a sound. Yeah. Would you like to create a sound? And the first one who creates the sound will definitely get the chocolate. I identified you, man. Great. So create a voice, please. Go ahead. Yeah. All right. And this time when I say, are you ready? You're going to hit this fist right here on your own palm only. Right? यहाँ पे आपने बदले नहीं लेने दूसरों से. You will hit it right here and you say, yes, I am ready. So I'm a psychologist. There is a psychological anchor behind it. Some people study roots, some pick up the fruit. We don't have the time to explain the theoretical background behind this, but just trust me, this is going to be a great experience. So friends, 1, 2, 3, are you ready? Yes! Yes, great. All right, so I'm going to take you through the 6 stages of team building process. And before we move ahead, I think this is going to be a very tough journey. You can already see the level of difficulty, so it's very important that we pick up a leader. So each table should consider itself as a team. And if there are lesser number of people on a table, maybe we can pick people from other tables as well. But each table is going to act like one team today, and we are going to pick up a leader. So I gave you only 15 seconds to pick up the leader. We don't have time. You have to pick up the leader. Please go ahead, go ahead. Jaldi, jaldi, jaldi. ऐसे ये बंद कहाँ से होता है? Hari, did you decide on the leader? All right, so what you're going to do is, when I ask you, show me your leader, so you're all going to point your hand. You're going to point your hand, like you see in the photograph, toward the person you pick up as a leader. And you're going to say, for instance, who is your leader? So please, all of you stand up. Stand up. This is a demonstration. So when I say 1, 2, 3, show me your leader, you're going to point your finger toward the person saying, da 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 da. And the team which will be the best, the team that will give you the best da 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 response is going to get multiple chocolates. So this team first. 1, 2, 3, show me your leader. That's the standard. Would you please go ahead? So 1, 2, 3, show me your leader. 1, 2, 3, show me your leader. Da 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 da. So 1, 2, 3, show me your leader. 1, 2, 3, show me your leader. Show me your leader. Show me your leader. Show me your leader. This is not dead. This is da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, show me your leader. Friends, show me your leader. This is the best da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, show me your leader. Great, thank you so much. Give yourself a big hand. So leaders, you have you got the responsibility to lead your team through these tough 6 stages. And let me admit that the program that I run is 3 nights, 2 days. And we start this session at 5 a.m. Some of the organizations who did this program with me, they're sitting right now here in front of you. And we start the session at 5 a.m. and we don't finish until 2:30 midnight. And this is minimum 2-day, 2-night program. So I'll try to, wrap up everything in good 20-25 minutes. So I'm facing a great challenge because I've never done it in my life in a, indoor environment. So I'll try to be very fast. And I'll try to, give the best of myself to you and try to be very honest cop. Moving ahead. So these are the 6 stages. The first stage in the team building process is called discover, where we bring people closer. The second one is where we create the sense of competition. The third one is transform. I'll take you through these stages. The fourth one is called partner. The fifth one is build. and the last stage will be revitalize. So these 6 stages, and we'll cover one stage at a time. The first one is called discover. Now discovering is the stage where when you form a team or you work with the existing team, what you do is you want to develop a sense of understanding with people. What happens is that most of the time we don't know who the people are who work with us. We spend a lot of time with them, but we don't know the real personalities, we don't know the families, we don't know the person's interests or dislikes. And this process is built into the team building process to bring people closer. In the essence, the entire purpose of this stage is to remove interpersonal barriers and boundaries and inhibitions and let people be comfortable and uninhibited with each other. And we achieve this, and you can achieve this, whether you are sitting in your office, you don't have to go out to a beautiful, unusual venue, you can do it, you can accomplish it. Sitting within your office, you can take your people into the lawn and you can run these activities. We do this by creating some bonding experiences. And you can see these pictures where people are brought together, not just in a physical sense, but also in a mental sense. So it is not the activity, it is the process. So when you run this kind of activity and when you run this kind of experience, people start removing their interpersonal barriers and they start bringing themselves closer to the fellow team members. This is one of the exercises. So you can see these people resting their heads on other team members' tummies. And usually in a typical work environment, we don't go beyond shaking hands. And we feel as if somebody has entered into our personal zones. We don't respect our personal zones in my team building sessions. All right? So when we are in a lift, for instance, or we are in a crowded bus, so the unwritten rule is that we will not have any eye contact because we believe that the interpersonal barriers and the zones have been broken. But in these exercises and experiences, people, for the sake of the team, they remove these barriers and these hurdles. And these experiences can include the top leadership team of a company. For instance, if you may recognize this gentleman was sitting here yesterday with us. So this is the power of discovery process, where you take your leadership teams and you take your other team members with you and you do outrageous, crazy things with the team members. The next picture that I'm going to show you is very crazy. And probably, particularly for the male participants, none of us would like to do this in an office setting. No one can even think about it. But because of the discovery process, it is the it is the level of trust and it is the level of understanding that you develop within teams. So team can go to this extent when it comes to breaking barriers and building bonds. Dil pe haath rakh le, this picture is very, very tough. Building bonds and breaking barriers. And the gentleman can identify his company. Their HR manager is sitting right now with us. So this is the extent. These are fairly senior people with the organization for the last 20 years. In लोगों के rigid beliefs and they are resistant to change and they don't act like a team and they all the time play blame game. But once put in a team building experience with the right kind of environment, these people can go beyond their physical and mental limits. Have you ever? It's a dangerous question. Particularly this pause is very dangerous. So the next thing that I'm going to do with you is, it's called Have You Ever? And I'm going to create a 5-minute experience with you where we'll try to discover each other. And the process is, I'm going to call out few things. Some of them may apply on you, some of them may not. But every time if something applies onto you, and leaders will take the responsibility to involve their team members, and I'll have plenty of chocolates and candies and multiple other things as well. So what will happen is that any time if something applies on you, you will stand up, probably will jump, you will say yes, yes, yes. For instance, I say, have you ever eaten a burger, for instance? And if you have, you will say yes, 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 3 times. And if you see any other person in the team or outside your team saying yes, 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 what you have to do is you will reach out that person. It is absolutely optional for the ladies if they would like to do it, if they would like to do it with fellow female participants. So you will have to give a high five to the other person who is, running in for the same thing. So are you ready? Yes. I'm calling out few things. Everything which applies on you, you will just say yes, 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 or if you find someone else, you will have a high five. For instance, G, the first thing, have you ever climbed a mountain? Yes, yes, yes. You don't have to sit, you have to stand. The first person who stands is getting a chocolate. All right. कौन सी पहाड़ी चढ़ी जी आपने? Which? Wow, that's incredible. So in our group we have somebody who had climbed. दोबारा बताइए, I couldn't. Wow, beautiful, excellent. Thank you so much. Have you ever been a table tennis champion? Anybody table tennis champion? None of us. Have you ever won a gold medal in studies? खड़े होके बताना है yes, yes, yes. No, इस तरह तो नहीं मिलेगा. You are not following. You got to be very proud of it, yaar. All right, you get it. कहाँ पे जीता था?
In my university, in MBA program.
Excellent, excellent. Have you ever won a lottery ticket or a prize bond?
Yes.
Wow, excellent, excellent. Zabardast, zabardast. Have you ever lived overseas for more than a year?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, many people. Wow. But you're not having any high fives with each other. You're just there. So next time you don't get it. You don't get a chocolate until you reach out other people. All right, Ji. Do you have any of your grandparents alive?
Yes, yes.
Wow. Where are the high fives? Excellent. You get these candies. Excellent, excellent. So we don't have much time. This time you just get a candy. Have you ever failed in an exam? Wow! And then you started rock climbing. And then you entered into HR. Excellent. Have you ever lived in a hostel?
Yes, yes, yes.
Woo! कौन सा hostel? So this gentleman has done actually everything. Great. Whether it is climbing a mountain or you get it, sir. Have you, this thing is very sensitive, so please take a tissue paper out, all of you, please. Have you ever lived more than 7 days without a shower? Oh, I knew this man instant. ऐसी क्या मुसीबत पड़ गई थी?
बर्फ में पानी किधर होता है?
क्या हुआ था?
I was working in emergency earthquake hit area.
Wow.
In Batagramalai.
Then you deserve this chocolate. Give her a big hand, big hand. All right. One question I'll ask in Urdu because I couldn't identify any translation in English. क्या आपने कभी किसी को सब्ज बाग दिखाया है? खड़े होके दिखाने, खड़े होके. सारा दिन यही काम करते हो तुम लोग. You do it all day. I don't have enough chocolates, friends. I don't have enough candies, but surely you get one. All right, Ji. Have you ever seen, you got to be creative, have you ever seen a polar bear? Yeah. Yes, you are very creative. बाकी लोगों ने टीवी नहीं देखा कभी. But since you've been very creative, you will get this chocolate. Excellent. All right, Ji. Have you ever donated blood?
Yes.
Wow. Give yourself a big hand. Only. Sir. All right. क्या ये मर्द हजरात के लिए क्या आपने कभी अपनी बीवी से डांट खाई है? Yes! Can I have a high five with anybody? यार, I'm with you. I'm with you. जबरदस्त. It needs lot of courage यार. क्या आपने कभी टिंड कराई है? Oh my God! Take this candy. Take this candy. Sir, so टिंड कराने क्या किया था आपने ऐसा कि आपकी टिंड होनी पड़ी? Excellent. हाँ जी. You recently, while you were for Umrah. Alright जी. Have you ever stolen